Welcome to another edition of Lackawanna College men's basketball here on the LC Fan Network. And today from the Student Union here in Scranton, the Lackawanna Falcons will take on the Ulster Senators. Alongside Sports Information Director Tom Ferguson, I'm Steve Young. Great to have you with us today as Lackawanna will look to even their record at 4 wins and 4 losses. They will go up against a Ulster team that has not won a game through 8 contests, Tom, and this could get dangerous if you're Lackawanna. You can't take this team lightly because they have players who could score and they have height inside.
Yeah, especially after the effort they gave in a loss this past Tuesday against a very, very good team. Lackawanna College is going to need to kind of recalibrate themselves. You know, they're going to be disappointed they didn't get that win against Raritan, but they're going to need to kind of forget about that game and remember, all right, we got to keep bringing that effort every night. These are the kinds of teams that anybody competing in this division in NJCAA is good. So you can't take a day off. You can't just go out there and kind of go through the motions and expect to win games. So Lackawanna College has to come out with the same standard, the same tenacity that they brought in that game against Raritan Valley, and then they'll come away with the win. But it's not going to be easy. Ulster, they play with pride. Despite being 0-8, they'll play with pride, and they'll make Lackawanna work for it.
Well, defensively, they've really struggled this year, giving up 99 points a ball game. The closest game they had was in week 2 when they lost by 12, Tom. So here today, they're going to be at a disadvantage because their top bench player coming in, TJ Porter, who is averaging almost 14 a ball game, is out today and he will not see action.
Yeah, out today. He's hitting 53% from the field on the season, so they're going to miss his scoring. But they still have Xavier Gibbs, team leader at 13.9 points per game this year. Gibbs has been in double figures 6 times this season, and he scored over 20 points. Twice he's gone over 20 points as well. And they've got a good guy on the inside, Jacques Blunt, third on the team at 10.8 points per game, team leader at 8.3 rebounds per game. He's got 3 double-doubles on the year, so he knows how to work inside the paint. So that's going to be key for Gabe Springer, Jalen Davis and company, how they kind of handle him on the inside, how they kind of block out, grab rebounds, try to give Lackawanna College some extra possessions.
Well, some keys for both teams quickly.
I think the thing for Lackawanna College is get the speed of the game to where they want it, because Ulster does not have a ton of guys, so they're going to want the game to be picked up a little bit. But in that, you have to be smart with where you go with the basketball. Be patient with what the defense gives you. Don't try to force too much. And you don't have to rely on one guy. They got a bunch of people that can score. Be generous with the basketball to your teammates.
So it's the Lackawanna Falcons and the Ulster Senators ready to rock and roll here at Lackawanna College and the Student Union in Scranton. Great to have you with us here on the LC Fan Network, and now we'll turn things over to the voice of Lackawanna College, Mike Rickert, for a look at your starting lineups for today's game. Here at Lackawanna College and the Student Union in Scranton. Great to have you with us here on the LC Fan Network, and now we'll turn things over.
The National Junior College Athletic Association, Region 19, and Lackawanna College is committed to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play. We ask all fans, coaches, and players to show respect for the opposing team, game officials, and each other before, during, and after today's game. Persons throwing objects or participating in other acts in conflict with good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play are subject to ejection and prosecution. Lackawanna College is also committed to the health and safety of all athletes, staff, and spectators. Lackawanna College requires all spectators to wear a mask while in attendance for today's game, regardless of their vaccination status. Those not in compliance with Lackawanna College's mask policy will be asked to leave the gymnasium. Thank you for your cooperation. At this time, we ask you to rise, remove your caps as we honor the United States of America and the men and women who serve to protect it with the playing of our national anthem. Welcome to Lackawanna College and to the historic Lackawanna College Student Union Gymnasium for this afternoon's men's NJCAA basketball matchup featuring the Ulster County Community College Senators and your Lackawanna College Falcons. First, your starting lineups for the Senators. Freshman guard at number 2, Dylan Gizzy. Freshman guard at number 5, Jaden Watkins. Freshman guard at number 13, Xavier Gibbs. Freshman forward number 22, Jaquez Blunt. And center number 44, Chase Monroe. Head coach of the Senators, Marquise McKinney. And now the starting lineups for your Lackawanna College Falcons. At guard, 5'9", sophomore from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, number 1, Amir Elzy. At guard, 5'10", sophomore from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, number 3, Will Johnson. At guard, sophomore from Orange, New Jersey, 6'7", number 11, Jalen Davis. At forward, 6'7", freshman from Allentown, Pennsylvania, number 13, Daryl Coleman. And at center, the big man, 6'8", sophomore from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, number 23, Gabe Springer. Head coach of the Falcons in his second season, Landon Gabriel. He is assisted by Kirk Fallon and Mr. Mike Morgan.
Well, we are set to rock and roll with Lackawanna College men's basketball, the Falcons taking on the Ulster Senators as we get set for the opening tip-off here on this Saturday afternoon.
Good to see Mike Morgan on the sidelines there. That's quite a guy you can go to if you're Coach Landon Gabriel. You got Mike Morgan who had such great success at Riverside over the years, and have that guy on your bench and someone you can turn to along with Kirk Fallon, who's had great success at Susquehanna in our area. I mean, those are two very good basketball coaches to kind of turn to when you're looking for answers here.
Well, Tom, I had the chance to sit down for a few minutes and talk with Mike Morgan, and it's always good to talk with him. Very knowledgeable, had great success over the years, and I'm glad he's here today as Blunt and Springer at center court for the opening tip, and it will be controlled by Gibbs and the Ulster Senators.
Very aggressive man-to-man here to start from Lackawanna College.
And Gizzy, defended by Johnson, spins, gives it up outside. Blunt lines it up. It rims out, and the rebound belongs to Gabe Springer.
It's interesting. Lackawanna didn't run out with that, Steve. They gave it off to Amir Elzy. They slow things down, and they start to get into the half-court offense.
Well, maybe they'll go with a different strategy as Johnson tiptoes along the near sideline. Usually on the opening tip, as Springer misfires from in the lane, usually they have the pedal right to the metal.
Yep, especially off a miss, but they held up and they waited to set up the offense, so maybe they're trying something different here today.
And Gizzy will work the offense for Ulster. And here's Gibbs driving to the glass. He'll dish off, and a wide open Chase Monroe underneath for 2.
Yeah, able to kind of use his speed to get around there, draws 2 defenders and drops it off for Monroe. Easy look on the inside.
Open look here by Daryl Coleman, and this shot is off the mark, and Monroe collects the carom. Tom, Ulster has some size under the basket, so this could be interesting in the early going.
Yeah, Blunt and Monroe are very tall.
And on a drive to the basket, Jaquez Blunt takes it to the glass and draws the foul.
And got the foul drawn on Elzy there. So he picks up his first.
For Lackawanna, they are averaging 77 a ball game, giving up 78. Ulster averaging about 67 and giving up 99 as Blunt misses the front end of the free throw. He is shooting at about 44% from the line this year, averaging 11 points a game. And converts on the second shot to give the Senators a 3-0 advantage. And now Lackawanna will go to work. There's a baseline jumper by Jalen Davis for 2.
Good looking shot there from JD to get himself on the board, get Lackawanna College some points here, and now they're picking up man-to-man.
3-2 ball game, the Senators. And driving, going up with the shot inside. It was rejected, and now Lackawanna coming the other way. Coast to coast, Davis goes up with the shot and lays it in with a right hand.
I think that's where they can make their hay, at least against Ulster, is run-outs and transition baskets.
Monroe goes in the corner, and this outside jumper is off the mark by Gibbs, and a whistle.
That's too bad. It hit the wire above the basket and then dropped back in. So that's unfortunate for Ulster.
They would have had the lead had that shot dropped in and been good, but went out of bounds, and Johnson will work the offense. And from the corner, Elsie will work it back outside. Good movement in the offense, but they turn it over. Gizzy going coast to coast, dishes off underneath, shot inside, rejected by Coleman. Great job defensively. As Elsie will come near side, they work it back into Davis, and a foul.
Yep. Looks like they're going to get Watkins on a personal there. I like that look from Will Johnson because early in the season we might have seen him pump that shot up. Instead, he stays within the offense, throws it to JD, cutting the basket, draws a foul.
And an open look from the outside by Coleman. Elsie keeps it going, he puts it back up, misses, battle for the ball, and the Senators have it once again on the rebound by Blunt. 4-3, Lackawanna leads it. And Watkins will work the offense. Watkins puts on the brakes, goes cross court. Gizzy takes control, defended by Will Johnson. And Blunt will take it to the glass, up and off the iron, no good. Rebound belongs to Springer. In transition, Will Johnson in traffic, muscles up the shot, and it's off the mark. And another rebound goes to Ulster.
Maybe should have dumped that off to Davis on the baseline.
Yeah, too much traffic under the basket that time, as Ulster now will work their half-court offense, and they turn it over. He stepped out of bounds.
Little out of sorts here for Lackawanna College to start. Ulster defense giving them some problems, at least on the perimeter with their defending. Some shots just not falling. It's early.
And Will Johnson will work the offense. Elsie and Johnson with a game of catch from the corner. They go inside. It's Davis drawing contact, and he'll go to the line.
That's a smart pass from Gabe to find Jalen Davis cutting to the basket there, coming down the lane, and they draw a foul on Monroe. If nothing else, you're forcing some fouls, forcing them to play defense inside.
He will not go to the line. That, as they will inbound the basketball. That was a ball tipped away by Ulster.
Coach McKinney trying to argue with the official right in front of him. That, no, that wasn't tipped. But I think he knew it was. I think he was just trying to play advocate for his team.
You never know unless you try, right? As Coleman goes up with the shot, a little bit short, and Gibbs collects it for Ulster.
I definitely think the size for Ulster is giving Lackawanna some problems when they're attacking the basket.
And Xavier Gibbs will give it up near side. And a 15-footer rolls off the iron by Blunt. And with Lackawanna up by 1, 4-3, they will set it up as Elsie will fire a long pass cross court. Johnson dishes off. Inside, good movement in the offense. Davis couldn't handle it. In transition now, the Senators, as Gibbs wants to take it to the glass and draws the foul.
Yeah, Elsie just picked up his second there. I think some outside shooting might help Lackawanna College try to spread the defense out there, but I'm telling you, the size inside certainly giving Lackawanna College something to think about. Now Elsie with his second foul goes to the bench, and Dave Pope checks in.
Seems like every time Dave Pope gets in the game, he's like a spark plug. Something good happens.
Yep, and he's someone who can stretch the floor with his shooting ability.
And it's Gizzy driving and lost the basketball.
I mean, I think, as much as we've preached on these broadcasts, patience and waiting for the defense to show what they're going to give you and taking it from there, Lackawanna College might benefit from running a little more here in transition.
Davis open from the lane and nails it.
And I think that shot's going to be there every time. So if they can get it to Davis on the free throw line, he turns and makes a decision, good things are going to happen for Lackawanna College.
6-3 Falcon advantage with 15 minutes to play in the first half. Great to have you with us here at Lackawanna College, here on the LC Fan Network. Driving to the glass was Gibbs, but shot was altered by the defense of Lackawanna, and Davis goes to the glass and lays it in for an easy bucket, and it's 8-3 Lackawanna as we go to a break here on the LC Fan Network.
At Lackawanna College, we're not here to change the world, but we will change how you think, how you attack problems, and overcome limitations, how you push yourself to turn challenges into opportunities. It's an experience that'll change your life. And maybe then, you can change the world. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College.
Back at Lackawanna College alongside Tom Ferguson, Steve Young. Great to have you with us today with 14:42 remaining in the first half. Timeout was called on the court as Lackawanna leads this one by the score of 8-3.
8-0 run, all 8 points from Jalen Davis for Lackawanna College after falling behind 3-0.
Well, Lackawanna competes in Region 19, Ulster out of Region 15. They compete with Orange County, Rockland, Sullivan County, and Westchester.
We've all already owned wins over Ulster. 5 times they've allowed over 100 points so far this year in their first 8 games.
Yeah, it's been a difficult road thus far as Gizzy will line it up and short. Rebound goes to Darrell Coleman. The long down court pass is there for Will Johnson in 2.
Will's coming off a season high 21 points in the last game and the loss. And, we know his energy on defense and in transition is something Lackawanna College, a lot of teams have trouble matching. Let's put it that way.
Watkins, defended by Pope, will fire the pass to Gizzy. And this will be Gibbs firing a 3. It won't fall. Here's a long down court pass. It goes to Davis. Davis trying to keep it going. And a reach-in foul is called on Davis.
Yeah, maybe a little too energetic there. Davis had some trouble coming down with that one, and then he picks up the foul 94 feet from the basket. But definitely, as you mentioned, Steve, Dave Pope comes into the game, and energy kind of shifts a little bit. Jalen Davis knocks down a couple shots, and they get a transition basket as well. I think it spreads the floor just a little bit. Ulster has to pay attention to where Pope is, and that gives Lackawanna College more opportunities to get to the rim.
Senators down 10-3. Will go to work with Watkins giving it up. Here's the turnaround, and it's good by Jaquez Blunt to narrow the deficit to 5 points. Good movement in the offense by Lackawanna as Davis takes it to the glass and scores.
I love when Jalen decides he's going to the rim because he can be strong. He goes right to the bucket. That's what you have to do when you're going up.
Gizzy double team, needs help. They'll work it inside, ball tipped away. Ulster will keep it going as Gibbs will run the offense. Gibbs lines up a 3, way too long as Pope collects the carom. Johnson down the lane, in traffic, basket is good, and the score and the foul. Split a couple of defenders, Tom, kept his composure, and he'll go to the line.
And draws the foul on Gizzy, and that's what he has done since we've been watching him play basketball since youth and high school, is he can get into the defense in a hurry, and he's so good around the rim, drawing fouls and contact and getting to the free throw line.
Now, Will Johnson this year from the stripe, converting on 6 of 9 attempts. Lackawanna as a team shooting at 64%, converting on 73 of 113 attempts coming into this game.
And certainly that's something they'd like to see improved more, and that's going to help them if they can do that as the season goes on.
And the Senators now. Smith pivots, needs help. Oh, Pope, no foul call. That's
lucky.
That was close. As the Senators will work the ball in the paint, and that time Monroe battling. He goes up again and still battling, but Lackawanna will win this battle as Davis comes out of the pack with it. Pope open, lines it up off the mark, and Monroe controls on the boards.
Yeah, he's a load on the inside there. That was good defense that last possession by Springer, but you got to box out on those shots. They got lucky.
Watkins spins, will flip it out to Gibbs. Plenty of time on the shot clock, so great screen right there by Monroe in the corner. Seymour loses it, got it back, and a foul. As Denard was defending there and reached in.
That's tough. Jihad, I thought, played that pretty well and had an opportunity at it when Seymour lost it. That's a tough call to make on him.
Springer will check out. Nashawn Johnson checks into the Falcon lineup as they lead it 15-5. Monroe, outside they go, and the southpaw knocks down a jump shot as Seymour converts.
First three-pointer of the game for Ulster. Needed that one to go. They've been on the wrong side of a 15-2 run after leading 3-0.
Far side, Denard drives up with the shot, contact, and the foul.
Good take by Jihad there. Thought he might have had Nashawn driving to the basket. He could have maybe dumped it off, but instead he goes strong, and he's going to the line to shoot two. And that's the second foul on Chase Monroe, by the way.
And the fourth team foul. And Jihad Denard on the free throw line has converted on 4 of 5 attempts this year as this one rims out. Well, a great option for head coach Landon Gabriel. He has a deep bench, so he'll probably utilize that throughout the contest.
And they've been giving Denard some more time as the season has gone on. You know, we've seen obviously Maj Abdelwahad, who just checked into the game, Nashawn Johnson, Dave Pope. He's got a lot of guys that he can go to that have good experience.
And Denard on the second shot misses, and the Senators have it coming the other way. It's Gibbs to survey the defense. Gibbs cut off by Denard. And Ulster will throw it away. That was just great defense by Lackawanna.
Again, I've said it a couple times this year. I'm just really impressed with their defensive effort, and I really think that's been a focus for Coach Gabriel, has making them work hard on defense, making other teams work hard to try to get buckets.
Falcons up by 7 with the basketball. They look inside to Denard. The ball is tipped away, and the Falcons will keep it.
Got lucky there. That was a lazy pass from Maj that got tipped free, and Falcons retain possession.
Nashawn Johnson will inbound the basketball. They get it to Maj, and Maj in traffic. He'll work it back outside. And driving to the basket with the left hand as Dave Pope comes up short. Battling for the ball is Jaquez Blunt underneath. And a foul.
Nashawn Johnson picks up his first. Team's fifth already.
Well, Tom had the opportunity to talk to Marcus McKenney before the ball game, and he said we're in a rebuilding process, and you know you have to build that strong foundation and start to move forward. So,
well, didn't play last season. This is his third year, but second full season at Ulster.
And a great drive to the basket as Ulster answers. That's Gibbs taking it to the rack.
His first points of the contest. He'd been 0 for 6 from the field before that one.
So Ulster down by 5, 15-10, as Abdelwahab will run the offense. Season opening, puts on the brakes, and Ulster will commit the foul.
So that's Watkins, that's his second. So he's going to take a seat. Gizzy comes back in.
Nearing the midway point of the first half here in today's matchup between the SUNY Ulster Senators and the Lackawanna Falcons, as Dave Pope checks back in.
Yeah, I think there was something on Pope or something on the floor that he had to throw to coach.
Pope takes the inbound pass, got position, no foul called. I can't believe that. This time, Johnson goes up, misfires. Pope hits the deck, no whistle.
I thought that was pretty good defense from Blunt on the inside.
And here's an open look by Smith from downtown. And it's a 2-point game.
So a nice response here, down 15-5, an 8-0 run from Ulster to get within 2.
Open look right here by Maj, and he drains it.
Big shot for the Falcons.
Well, Tom, you touched on this earlier and in the last broadcast that we have when we were promoting the game, that you have to be careful against a team like this because of the matchups actually inside.
It's you have to be selective of what you do when you go. It's kind of counterintuitive to how we've been talking about how Lackawanna College should play because of the size inside from Ulster. They're not quite getting as many calls. They're not quite getting as many open looks as they might in the course of the offense. So they have to stretch them out a little bit against the zone, though it looks like they've gone man-to-man now, has Ulster.
Johnson gives it to Denard. Denard puts up a runner off the glass for 2.
That's a tough shot from Jihad, but he's able to knock that one down. And a quick 5-0 run from Lackawanna College, and they're back up by 7.
Maj now collects the loose basketball, and he will take it to the glass and try to dish off underneath to Johnson, and a whistle.
I really think if Lackawanna College wants to, they can push the pace of this game defensively. I think that they have the better guards, and they can force turnovers like what we just saw.
7-point lead for the Falcons as they will inbound. Denard takes the pass, spin move, partially blocked inside, and Seymour has the rebound. Ulster now looking inside. Here's a turnaround shot that won't fall by Blunt. And in transition, Maj dishes off. Elzy for the layup. Elzy hit the deck pretty hard, but he's okay. From the corner, from downtown, this shot is good by Xavier Gibbs for 3. 22-16. Going right back to the basket was Nishan Johnson missing. And in transition, here's Gizzy pulling up with a shot. Blocked inside. He'll work it back out and reset the offense. Seymour, the southpaw, nails a 3. And with 8:19 remaining in the first half, we'll go to a break as the Falcons lead it 22-19 on the LC Fan Network.
Are you looking for a new career in the great outdoors? Lackawanna College's Conservation and Natural Resource Certificate program can train you in just 15 weeks. Through 5 specialized environmental field courses, you'll be ready for a career as a state park or forest ranger, in the regional park system, or even as an environmental educator. Hands-on training is offered at more than a dozen ecologically unique locations in Northeast Pennsylvania. Enroll today at lackawanna.edu to study in Covington Township, Sunbury, or Towanda.
Welcome back to Lackawanna College with Tom Ferguson. Steve Young, 8:19 to play here in the first half. Falcons lead this one 22-19, but Ulster coming in looking for their first win. They played tough thus far in the first half.
Yeah, about almost a 14-7 run, if you will. They've knocked down a couple three-point shots in a row here to get themselves back into this again. And Lackawanna College needs to crispen up a little bit on offense and on defense.
Davis in traffic, kicks it outside off the fingertips of Abdulwahab, and Lackawanna turns it over.
It's just been kind of a sloppy spell here for Lackawanna College. I definitely think the size inside is giving them some trouble on offense, and I think they're moving a little too quickly. And then defensively, it's kind of putting them at a disadvantage because they're out of rotation, they're out of sorts, and that lets Ulster rotate and knock down some open shots.
Smith, defended by Davis. Smith trying to take it to the glass. Lost it. Blunt keeps it going. Gibbs will drive. Gibbs, well, he spins, and inside they go for an easy basket by Blunt.
Yeah, they kind of cleared out, and Blunt was just camped underneath, and they turned around and lofted a little pass to him, and he had no one within 3 feet of him, and he puts it up and scores.
Right now, the Falcons are clinging to a 1-point advantage, 22-21. As Elzy dishes off. Maj on the right side, the spin move.
On the line.
And he turns it over.
A lot of one-on-one dribbling, trying to cross up and get to the basket. There's not a lot of fluid movement, a lot of standing around offensively for the Falcons right now.
Dylan Gizzy. No traveling violation, but they lost the basketball anyway, and they will turn it over. They turn the ball over about 21 times a ball game.
Yeah, they don't take great care of the basketball. They've done it okay so far, obviously. Both teams with 5 turnovers so far in this half.
Nashawn Johnson open for three. Missed assignment by the Senators, and it's 25-21 Lackawanna. Now, Senators will run their offense, and going right to the glass and firing up the shot was Gibbs. Off the mark, Elsie the other way. Near side, they'll work it on the perimeter, and going to the basket is Coleman, giving it up underneath to Davis for the bucket and the foul.
I thought at first it might have been too late on the pass from Coleman. It's the right idea. I thought he was a little behind, but dumps it off. Davis powers up through contact, scores, and goes to the line.
Jalen Davis on the stripe, converting on 20 of 29 attempts this season, averaging 15 points a ball game through 7.
12 already in this game.
Yeah, having a great game thus far, and didn't get the roll as Blunt clears for the Senators. Seymour down the lane, going to the glass, lost the possession, but Ulster will keep it as Dylan Gizzy will get set to inbound the basketball.
Will Johnson comes into the game replacing Elsie.
Now the Senators will work it near side. Gibbs open, and the rebound goes to Johnson. Will Johnson now across midcourt. Johnson going right to the basket, attacking it, and lost the basketball, but Falcons will have it on the inbound.
That was, I thought that was some pretty good contact he got hit with there, but.
Yeah, not too many whistles thus far. As Davis will look to inbound the basketball. Nice head fake there by Nashawn Johnson, and there is a whistle.
So foul on Seymour is going to put Johnson on the line. Good strong take there.
Sean Johnson on the stripe, 6'3" sophomore.
Was all-region selection last year.
With Lackawanna in front, 27-21. And misses the free throw, a little bit short.
Falcons are 0 for 4 from the line already in the contest.
And Johnson converting on 6 of 9 attempts. He'll have another one on the way right here. And it's nothing but net. And the Senators now, with 6:10 to play in the first half, down 28-21, will bring the ball the length of the court.
So some pressure here with Maj and Will Johnson at the top.
A little bit different look as Gizzy will get it out. Company. Gizzy there defended by Will Johnson. Seymour fires it up. Misses. Abdelwahab with the basketball across midcourt. Near side, Daryl Coleman. Coleman puts on the brakes. Beautiful pass.
Yes.
Davis with the left hand. It rims out. Davis, second attempt. Up, no good. No foul. Battling for the ball was Monroe. And the outlet pass will go to Smith, who takes it to the glass and scores.
Wow.
How about that? Coleman and Lackawanna leading 28-23. Abdelwahab will fire up the three. It's off the mark. Gets his own rebound. Thought about it. Davis now from the top of the key. Off the mark. Lackawanna keeps it going. They'll fire it over to Daryl Coleman. He misfires on the outside jump shot. So they're just having some trouble converting from the outside at this point.
And they're getting open looks too, but they're a little long on all their shots right now.
Posting up, off the turnaround, Blunt, back iron, no good. Johnson has it for Lackawanna. Well, under 5 to play in the first half. Will Johnson, 15-footer, got it.
It's not pretty, but it works.
As long as it's effective, that coach over there is going to be very happy.
It went through the net. That's all that matters to him.
30-23 from the corner. Seymour with the long three, misfires. And Gabe Springer collects the carry. And now Will Johnson directing some traffic. He'll look to head coach Landon Gabriel for some instruction. Maj running the offense. Davis gives it up. Maj with the long three. Off the mark, no good. The rebound and the putback is good by Daryl Coleman. 32-23 is the Falcons' answer. And a whistle as Dave Pope will check in, replacing Abdel Wahab.
Mass line of substitutions here.
And Jaden Watkins will put the ball in play when it resumes with 4:03 remaining. Now the officials will get together momentarily.
Looks like Ian Jabate going to check in for his first action here for the Senators.
He's wearing number 11. 6'7".
Yeah, good size, really, for Ulster. They've got a couple kids here that are tall.
And now Watkins, defended by Will Johnson. Great battle going right there. And a corner three is off the mark by Jabate. And in transition, a traveling violation is called on Daryl Coleman. So big opportunity right here for the Ulster Senators as they will inbound the basketball. And the pass comes into Watkins. Watkins off a screen. Fired on the top of the key. Driving to the glass, scooping it up was Jabate, misfiring. Pope in transition. Here he goes, going behind the back. He was looking for Springer, and the ball was loose. Watkins comes out of the pack with it, going coast to coast. He'll lay it up, and it's rejected by Coleman. From the corner, the outside three is good by Dylan Gizzy. 32-26 as Ulster answers. Now Jalen Davis will give it up. And Will Johnson drains a long three.
Boy, I don't know what Will had earlier this week, but he has suddenly found his shooting stroke the last two games.
And with under 3 to play, Gibbs in traffic underneath the basket, lost it, but they get it back. And the save by Watkins. Gizzy this time step back three, misfires, and Lackawanna has it off the rebound by Coleman. The outlet pass from Pope to Davis. Davis down the line, underneath, Springer jams it.
A little spring in his step there as he's able to step into that one. Lackawanna, again, just a little too fast, but that time Jalen Davis finds Gabe for the dunk.
37-26. Gizzy gives it up. Gibbs will line it up, and the shot is out of bounds.
Second time he's had a long rebound that hit the top of the wire there. Now this is where Lackawanna College, this is where you need, with last 2 minutes here, put your foot to the pedal, put it to the floor and run them out here. This is where you have to be clinical in your finishing.
Will Johnson, defended by Gizzy, gets it to Pope. Pope called for traveling, pass a little bit too high. Pope off balance, turns it over.
Yeah, a little too high of a pass, and he was struggling to hold off the defender anyway.
And with 2:06 to play in the first half, the Ulster Senators will inbound and face some pressure applied by the Falcons.
Remy Sykes checking into the game for his first action here.
Now Watkins will set it up along with Gizzy. Ulster going to work. From the corner, Gizzy is open and drains a three. 37-29 is the Senators' answer. From the corner, this outside shot is off the mark by Sykes. And the Senators now with $1:30 on the clock here in the first half with an opportunity. And they have an outside, that's an outside shot by Watkins. Way off the mark, no foul called.
Nowhere close.
Watkins might have got hit in the nose. I saw him, wince a little bit there, Tom, but no foul called. So Will Johnson battling. And this is Coleman from downtown. That's an air ball. They keep it going underneath. Players battle for it, but Monroe wins the battle. Here's Jabate down the line. Ball's tipped out of bounds. And with 59 seconds to play, The Senators will inbound.
We ain't got nothing else to say, Will.
Now hold on, there's
Let's check this.
some exchanging of pleasantries between Will Johnson and Dylan Gizzy. After Johnson crossed Gizzy up and he went down, and Gizzy's hit a couple shots and had some things to say after he's hit them. So both guys have been jawing. It's been pretty competitive and friendly. Now Gizzy's going to take a seat. They're going to bring Tysheen Smith into the game instead.
And with 59 seconds left, Ulster will run its offense. Smith now dishes off. And from the outside, his shot is off the mark. And the putback up, foul, as Ian Jabate going back up with it, draws contact.
Davis called for his second. Gonna put Jabate on the line.
Yeah, the 6'7" freshman will be on the stripe. This year he has converted on 3 of 5 attempts. He has played in all 8 games and has scored a total of 9 points coming into this ball game. And here's the right hand flip. And he narrows the deficit now to 7 points, Tom. So for a team that has been struggling, giving up 99 points a game, they played pretty well here in this first half.
They have, and Lackawanna College has done them no favors.
Ian Jabate
done themselves no favors. They've done a lot of favors for Ulster in this game, but Lackawanna College has not helped themselves in this game. They have not played up to the standard that they showed on Tuesday. They're lucky to be up 37-31.
Now Davis, defended by Seymour. Davis in traffic, right to the basket with a quick move.
Good things happen when he goes to the rim.
39-31. Gibbs, floater inside. Gibbs gets it back. Gibbs with that quick first step will back it outside, defended by Sykes. And Gibbs lost it. Gets it back. No, fast break is on. Coleman wants to go to the glass, and he slams it home. 41-31. Lead is 10. Final 3 seconds. They're going to have to act quickly. Watkins, and that will bring an end to the first half. In today's matchup between Lackawanna and Ulster, with the Falcons leading this one 41-31.
So they get the turnover there. They're able to convert. They almost get another one. Will Johnson dove in front and was able to force a really long, bad three-point shot at the end of the half there. But the Falcons not as crisp as I think they should be. Defensively, they've kind of come in waves. They've let up some three-point shots where maybe they should have been able to close out faster than they did. And they had some tips where maybe they should have been able to grab the ball, get out and run, where they didn't do that. So definitely some things that Coach Landon Gabriel is going to want to talk to his team about and try to freshen up as they go into half. But 10-point lead, got to be at least happy with that you have the advantage right now. And they look like they can pull away, but you have to play consistently, and they just haven't done that in this game.
Now we'll see what both head coaches come up with in the second half as we step aside for a break on the LC Fan Network.
En Lackawanna College no estamos aquí para cambiar el mundo, pero cambiaremos su forma de pensar, cómo ataca los problemas y supera las limitaciones, cómo se esfuerza por convertir los desafíos en oportunidades. Es una experiencia que cambiará su vida. Y tal vez entonces puedas cambiar el mundo. Esto cambia la vida. Este es Lackawanna College.
Imagine the innovator you could be tomorrow with an innovative education today from Lackawanna College. Our Level Up program puts high school students on an early college pathway for an easier college transition and faster degree attainment at a dramatically lower cost. That's why Fast Company named us one of the world's most innovative companies. With an education from Lackawanna College, imagine where you'll be tomorrow. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College. Some people say you can't change the world. At Lackawanna College, we believe you can. With in-demand programs like Medical Assistant, we help prepare you for a career in a field where you can make a difference in your life and in the lives of others. At Lackawanna College, we're not here to change the world. We're here to change you. So maybe you can change the world. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College. Get started today at lackawanna.edu. changing the world starts with you. And at Lackawanna College, we can help you put yourself on the path forward by helping you develop the knowledge and skills to help build a strong foundation, to make a difference in people's lives every day in rewarding fields like occupational therapy assistant. Because when it comes to changing the world, we believe it starts with you. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College. Visit lackawannacollege.edu today. Oil and gas jobs are back. Are you looking for a life-changing experience? Lackawanna College's School of Petroleum and Natural Gas can put you on a path to a lucrative career in the production and delivery of America's energy in just 2 years. Choose from 2 degree programs or 2 certificate programs with internships that give students real-world and practical experience in the field. Lackawanna College will give you the education you need to build a career in this exciting industry. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College. Apply today at lackawanna.edu. We never set out to change the world, but at Lackawanna, we see our graduates doing it every day. In healthcare fields like surgical technology, our graduates are making an impact, not only in their own lives, but in the lives of countless patients and their families. Changing the world. It's really a simple matter of making life better for others, and there's no better place to start than Lackawanna College. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College. Visit lackawanna.edu today. At Lackawanna College, we never said we could change the world, but we believe our graduates can. That's why we offer programs in healthcare fields like ultrasound technology. Our graduates play a vital role in modern healthcare, using diagnostic technology to help improve the lives of their patients, making a difference in people's lives. That's what changing the world is all about, and it all starts at Lackawanna College. Visit lackawanna.edu today. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College. You won't find changing the world listed in the Lackawanna College curriculum. What you will find is one of the region's most comprehensive nursing programs, specialized and tailored to fit those wanting to get started on the career path as a registered nurse or current registered nurses. Our programs are designed and taught by experienced nursing professionals, so no matter where you are in your journey, you can pursue your associate or RN to BSN degree in nursing right here at Lackawanna College. Then, one patient at a time, maybe you can change the world. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College.
Welcome back to the Student Union at Lackawanna College. Alongside Sports Information Director Tom Ferguson, Steve Young. Great to have you with us today as we are at halftime in today's NJC Region 15-19 matchup as Lackawanna leads it 41-31. And Tom, when you take a look at the numbers, they're pretty even.
Yeah, you know, even for a 10-point game, they're relatively even. The thing that concerns me for Lackawanna College, 12 turnovers in that first half. Despite shooting 46% from the field and holding their opponents to just 28%, that's only a 10-point game. The 12 turnovers certainly hurt them in that department. 7 steals for the game so far for Ulster as well. They lead in points off turnovers 12-7 as well. They lead in second effort points 8-2 as well so far in this contest. So they have done a pretty good job despite being out-rebounded 27-18. They've done a great job of cashing in on their offensive rebounds so far in the contest. Bench points, they're also beating Lackawanna College, which is not something we have seen really so far this year. Lackawanna College has been very, very good at getting points on the bench, but they're down 13-9 in that situation as well. But Lackawanna College is getting the better scoring. Will Johnson, 10 points so far in the contest, 4 for 6 from the field, very efficient. Jalen Davis, even more efficient than that, 7-10 from the field, 14 points to lead all scorers so far in this game.
Well, how about the 3 points? 3-point points, 18 for the Senators, 9 for Lackawanna. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, 6 of 19 is Ulster. They put them up a lot more than I think we necessarily anticipated them doing. Lackawanna College, to their credit, they're only 3 for 10. They have not been as trigger happy maybe as we've seen them in some of their past games. However, some of the shot selection has not been very great, and part of the problem is they've had good looks at the basket. They just haven't made them. And I think that's been a little bit of a struggle for Lackawanna College too, is it's come in waves where they're making every shot they put in. The defense has played outstanding, and they're getting turnovers and getting to the basket. The lead gets up to 10, gets up to 15, etc. And then they kind of hit a bump, a little cold streak. And Ulster's able to come back, knocks down a couple shots, gets back into the game, and they find themselves only with a 2-possession lead. It's really come in waves for Lackawanna College so far in this game, and I think Coach Gabriel is just looking for a little more consistency from his guys in the second half.
Now, how do you open up that defense of Ulster? Because at times throughout the first half, we saw the Falcons had some trouble inside with the height of Ulster.
Yeah, you got to pull those guys away from the basket. So whether or not you're setting screens, maybe it's ball screens and trying to get your guys to run off of that and then diving to the basket from there, or you try to pull them out maybe with some shooting. Problem is Lackawanna College has not really given themselves that many open looks, and when they get them, they have not really been knocking them down. So it's going to be interesting because Ulster hasn't stayed in the zone. They've kind of gone from zone to man to zone to man, and definitely inside, the big guys have protected the paint well for them and adjusted kind of how Lackawanna College is going for it. But I think if you can get the ball to Jalen Davis or a player of his caliber on the free throw line, especially against the zone, that's going to do good things for you because he can drive, he can dish, he can shoot from there and shoot pretty consistently, pretty well as well. So that's going to bring his defender up, and that's going to open up cutting lanes for the Falcons to get underneath the basket.
So what kind of changes do you look for from both head coaches here this afternoon in the second half?
If you're Ulster, defensively, you've been pretty good.
Right.
So I think you stick with what you're doing there, kind of mix up what you're doing. They've defended pretty well in the perimeter. I think they've really done a much better job on the inside if you're comparing guards and bigs. So you keep what you're doing, and you have to continue to hit some three-point shots. That's kind of where they've been able to do. I know they're 6 of 19, but that's how they've stuck in this game is they've hit some timely three-point shots. So if they can get Xavier Gibbs going a little bit here, he's 2 for 12 from the field. If he can get a couple more shots to fall, they might find themselves in this game. If you're Lackawanna College, I think defensively, you need pressure on the guards. They have the better guards, so you need to force turnovers. And if you can do that, if you have the horses to do that with pressure in the backcourt, whether it's a press, whether it's really getting up in their jock as soon as they inbound the ball, I think Lackawanna College's guards need to dictate the pace of this game and need to get this game picked up a little bit so they're scoring in transition before the bigs for Ulster can get down and defend the basket.
41-31 your score. Our next broadcast will be coming up on Thursday, December 16th at 5 p.m. when the Lackawanna College women will be in action. They have a record of 3 wins and 3 losses. They will take on Raritan Valley, who had a game today at 12 noon. We don't have an update on that at this time, but going into that game, Raritan Valley 3-8 overall. Yep. So we'll have that game for you coming up. Women's basketball this Thursday, December 16th, 5 p.m. Yeah, right here on the LC Fan Network.
Looking forward to that one, getting the women one more home game before the end of the semester. Mahogany Collins in the previous game set a school record with 13 blocks in one game.
Yeah, she had 11 in that first half, right?
11 in the first half.
That was amazing.
13 for the game. I think she had 10 or 11 rebounds to go with that as well and had 8 points. So had a weird double-double without points, which doesn't happen very often. Almost had a triple-double as well, but looking forward to getting the women's team back out on the floor for one more time. And then, of course, they got a road game at CCBC Catonsville on Saturday afternoon next week. Men's team going to be on the road as well.
Both teams one more time before the break.
Yeah, County College of Morris, they're on the road Saturday the 18th as well. So both teams will be busy on Saturday, but they've obviously got finals week to do their thing and take whatever tests and papers and all that stuff they got to get done as student athletes before they end the semester. And I want to make sure we give a shout out to our esports team. Last night, Overwatch fell in the NJCAA semifinal round. Was one game shy of the national championship, but congrats to them on their great season. All that that pretty much ends the fall semester. Other than the basketball teams, who obviously their basketball and wrestling, obviously their season's going to winter. That's going to end the fall semester for teams competing there. So it's hard to believe it, but we're at that point in the year where we're kind of bridging fall and spring, and obviously getting into the new year, January, not too far away, and then the basketball games start to come fast and furious.
Well, once you get through that holiday season, things turn around quickly, and it starts all over again. 41-31, we're going to get set to go to a break with the Lackawanna Falcons leading the Ulster Senators here on the LC Fan Network.
At Lackawanna College, we're not here to change the world, but we will change how you think, how you attack problems, and overcome limitations, how you push yourself to turn challenges into opportunities. It's an experience that'll change your life. And maybe then, you can change the world. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College.
Are you looking for a new career in the great outdoors? Lackawanna College's Conservation and Natural Resource Certificate program can train you in just 15 weeks. Through 5 specialized environmental field courses, you'll be ready for a career as a state park or forest ranger, in the regional park system, or even as an environmental educator. Hands-on training is offered at more than a dozen ecologically unique locations in Northeast Pennsylvania. Enroll today at lackawanna.edu to study in Covington Township, Sunbury, or Towanda.
En Lackawanna College no estamos aquí para cambiar el mundo, pero cambiaremos su forma de pensar, cómo ataca los problemas y supera las limitaciones, cómo se esfuerza por convertir los desafíos en oportunidades. Es una experiencia que cambiará su vida y tal vez entonces puedas cambiar el mundo. Esto cambia la vida. Este es Lackawanna College.
Imagine the innovator you could be tomorrow with an innovative education today from Lackawanna College. Our Level Up program puts high school students on an early college pathway for an easier college transition and faster degree attainment at a dramatically lower cost. That's why Fast Company named us one of the world's most innovative companies. With an education from Lackawanna College, imagine where you'll be tomorrow. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College.
Welcome back to the Student Union at Lackawanna College with Tom Ferguson, Steve Young. Great to have you on board today as the Falcons lead this one by the score of 41-31 as we get set for second half action. Well, we'll see what kind of changes both head coaches make here this afternoon in the second half, but this is something I didn't expect, Tom. You know, a team struggling like Ulster through 8 games, you know, expected, you know, especially with the limited lineup they have, not having TJ Porter in the ball game, who quite possibly could have got a start here this afternoon, averaging 14 points, didn't make the trip. I really have to say the Ulster Senators have really done a good job with the lineup they were able to bring here this afternoon.
They have done themselves proud. Honestly, the effort they've given has been really positive. I think for a coach that he can kind of take that into the rest of the season. That even at 0-8, they haven't looked like an 0-8 team. They've looked like a team that's kind of battling more 500, kind of like Lackawanna College has been so far this year. So I think that they have to be proud of their effort so far. They got to do it for another half here, and I think if you're Lackawanna College, first 5 minutes of this half are going to be very key in how the rest of this game is going to go. So you really need to kind of assert, if you're going to win this game in a runaway, this is where you assert yourself. This is where you put your best foot forward if you're Lackawanna College.
Jalen Davis will take control to start the second half for Lackawanna. Up by 10, they go to Davis, and he tries the alley-oop and came up empty. The other way, open is Gibbs for 3, got it! And the Senators make the Falcons pay on the other end.
Yeah, so they go for a gamble early. It was open, but the pass was a little long, and Davis didn't have an opportunity to throw that down, and it turns into points on the other end.
Coleman in the lane, in traffic, will dish it back outside, and they turn it over. In transition, Gizzy drives the baseline, gets it back outside, open look by Watkins. He misfires, battling for the ball. Inside is Blunt, and Lackawanna will have the basketball and a foul.
They're going to call that against Blunt, as that was taken away by, I think it might have been Will Johnson was the one who eventually came down with it. Blunt had it initially, but Johnson kind of took it away from him.
Second personal foul on Jaquez Blunt, and Will Johnson will give it up. Davis around the perimeter. And near side, Will Johnson will survey the defense. Now he'll launch the shot and makes it look easy. 44-34 as the Falcons answer. Gibbs will battle against Jalen Davis. Far side, Gizzy in traffic, muscles up the shot and scores. Went in there with the big guys, Tom, and won the battle.
Yeah, nice job by Dylan Gizzy there as he's able to score.
And now Lackawanna on the other end. Will Johnson missing. And the Ulster Senators will run their offense as Dylan Gizzy, defended by Davis, will give it up. And outside is Monroe from downtown. Missed assignment right there defensively, and it's 44-39.
And not even 2 minutes in, and already this is not how the second half should start for Lackawanna College. This game is going to be a war.
And they lose the basketball as Davis could not handle the pass.
I think Lackawanna College is a little too concerned with how they're looking and too concerned with what Ulster does after they make shots, going back and forth instead of just playing their game.
And Gibbs will work the pass outside as Watkins will direct traffic. Pass goes to Blunt. Blunt had trouble handling it. Gizzy takes it to the glass, lays it up with the left hand. It's off the mark. Davis clears, outlet pass to Johnson. Johnson going up with the shot. I thought he was going to jam it. He laid it up and got it. 46-39.
Good hustle by Will, good outlet pass. Good transition bucket from Lackawanna College.
And right now, the Senators hanging around, trying to get their first win of the year. Lackawanna trying to even its record at 4-4. Dylan Gizzy, defended by Elsie. Gizzy, 10 on the shot clock. Outside they go. Gibbs knocks down a three, and the foul. Could be a 4-point play.
Hesitation from Jalen coming off the top of the screen. Just didn't get there in time. And then add insult to injury, picks up the personal.
46-42. Xavier Gibbs leads the team in scoring, converts. It's a 4-point play. And there's a break in the action here. We'll keep it right here, Tom. And this is something you brought up on the last broadcast. We talked about it off the air, how a team like Ulster could be dangerous.
Yep, you have to bring the same effort.
You have to respect them.
Yep, you have to respect them, and you have to bring the same effort that they brought in that first half against Raritan Valley. That needs to be the standard. Even down one at the half, even though they didn't win the half, that's the effort. That's the standard that they need to play at, and it's too inconsistent right now for them, and this is what happens. You have a team like Ulster where they're 0-8 and they have not had a great season, but they're good enough that if you let them hang around, they'll do this. And suddenly you're in a game where you might not have been expecting it, where people might not have been expecting you to be in a game like this. So it's gut check time here for Lackawanna College. How are you going to respond? And I think that, again, I think the thing is there's a lot of chatter between the teams. There always is, but especially in this game, there seems to be a lot of chatter. Lackawanna College has to block that out and just play their game. Execute and finish. They need to be clinical on offense.
3 minutes gone by here in the second half. Maj will take it to the glass, dishing off underneath for Springer. It's out of bounds, and Ulster will have it.
I don't know if Gabe had his hands up in time to come down with that, or maybe not have even expected it right away, a little too quickly, and another turnover.
Dylan Gizzy, the 6-foot freshman guard, will run the offense. Defended there against Will Johnson. Gizzy wanted to give it up. In a lot of traffic now, needs help. Gibbs will take control. Defended by Maj. Maj hits the deck and a blocking offensive foul.
Yep. I think they're going to get Blunt on what might have been a trip, a little push, a little shove, and Maj might have sold it a little, but it's the right call.
Now Lackawanna up by 3.
Yeah, but he leaned down and tripped him into it.
And Johnson going to the basket, lost the basketball. It rolls out of bounds. Lackawanna will keep the possession as Abdel Wahab will look to inbound. Looking, and having a little trouble, but they get it inside to Coleman. And with the Falcons leading by 3, Maj, open look, and here it comes off the mark. Rebound goes to Johnson. They'll kick it back outside from the corner. Shot won't fall for Coleman. He gets his own rebound underneath to Johnson, knocked away. Good defense by the Senators. Yeah, this has been a great ball game between the Senators and the Falcons here on the LC Fan Network. Johnson takes the inbound pass. Nice move along the baseline. He'll look to give it up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Watkins, and now Elsie returns the favor. Johnson driving to the basket, draws contact and the foul.
That's it, stay aggressive.
That's going to be on Monroe. It's his third. And that's all well and good, but if Lackawanna College is going to take it to the basket, get fouled, they got to knock down their free throws, and they have not done that in this game. They're 1 for 5.
Now Lackawanna in that first half from the stripe, 2 of 6. And this free throw is perfect by Will Johnson to increase the lead to 4 points. Will Johnson, 5'10" sophomore, averaging 8 a ball game through 7. And hits 2.
That's big.
Lead is up to 5 for Lackawanna. Gizzy wants to take it to the glass, and it's an uncontested layup with a left hand. 48-45 is the Senators' answer. Maj defended there by Gibbs. And Rashawn Johnson, Elsie in the corner. And Maj with the spin move, takes it with a finger roll and lays it in. The lead is 5, 50-45. Well, Tom, very spirited crowd here in the gym right now as Gizzy takes it to the glass and scores. He has been a one-man wrecking crew here in the last couple of minutes.
He's starting to feel it. Him and Will Johnson have been going back and forth, and Gizzy scores again.
Now Will Johnson fires up the shot, and it won't drop. Rebound goes to Gibbs. Lead is 3. A chance for Ulster to tie right here. As Gibbs will just back it out, defended by Abdel Wahab. And they will loop the pass inside to Monroe. He'll kick it outside. 3-point attempt off the mark by Seymour. In transition, Sean Johnson fouled on the play.
Nashawn's going to go to the line. I'm never a fan of those kinds of fouls. You know, the reach out and grab when someone's trying to go up. I don't think it was in that situation. I don't necessarily think it's intentional or anything like that, but I'm never a fan of those. I always think you got to play the ball.
And this free throw is off the mark.
Nashawn kind of short-armed that one as he let it go. Didn't follow through on it.
I didn't have that fluid motion in the shot.
Bernard checks in. Now Will Johnson's going to take a seat.
Second personal foul on Seymour, and the 4th team foul as Johnson with the second shot got the roll. 51-47.
All right, so with Johnson out of the game, that puts Amir Elsie on Gizzy here. So let's see what Elsie can do on defense.
Gizzy gives it up. Watkins open, short on the 3-point attempt. Great job by Gizzy to keep it going. Gizzy tries to hook it up with the left hand, and Coleman deflected it. Now Coleman gives it up. Near side, Denard to Elsie. Elsie with a 15-footer on the run. Bounces around and drops in.
Works for him.
53-47 on the bucket by Lackawanna. And there is Elsie with a great defensive play to knock it away. It's going to force the Senators to inbound the basketball with Watkins along the baseline. And the inbound pass goes to Gibbs. Gibbs quickly puts on the brakes, lines it up, and misfires on the outside jumper. Nobody there for the rebound for the Senators. And now Lackawanna with an opportunity, leading 54-47. Maj misfires. He'll back it outside once again off his own rebound. Misses. Coleman takes it away, follows up, no whistle, and Ulster will come up with the basketball. Watkins now in transition. They kick it back outside. Gizzy off a screen. Gizzy puts on the brakes and now will give it up. Gibbs lines it up, and he misfires. Elsie has the basketball, going to the basket. They're looking for the dunk, and it was not there for Nishan Johnson. Long down court pass, and the bucket is good on the hook shot by Seymour. 53-49 your score.
This is not what Lackawanna College wanted here in the second half. An up and down game that is.
Elsie fired up the shot, and it was just way off the mark.
Yeah, not sure if that got tipped or not or
really
what
sure
happened there.
what
It looked
happened.
like it slipped out of his hand.
Like he just never really had a good grip on the basketball.
Let's see if we can get a look at it. Yeah, that wasn't tipped. That just fell out of his hand.
Gizzy puts it up on the run from the baseline and scores as he looks at Elsie. And they're going back and forth, Tom.
That's that's how Gizzy's been playing all game. He did it to Will Johnson. Now he's doing it with Amir Elsie. Anytime he gets the best of them, he's looking right at him.
Well, right now the Senators are in the heads of Lackawanna. You know, they're making them think as Abdel Wahab misfires. Rebound Monroe. Here come the Senators with a chance to tie or take the lead. Gibbs dishing off, ball is loose. Denard has it. Here comes Lackawanna. Denard to the basket and lays it in. It's 55-51, the Falcons. Monroe wants to take it to the basket. He'll give it up from the corner. Gibbs stepped out of bounds on the three-point attempt.
A game that was once an 11-point game, 37-26. Got as close as 2 here, almost midway through the second half. And you gotta admire the hustle from Ulster, only with 7, maybe 8 guys that they can go to in this game, and they're giving it their all. There's a ton of effort.
And a lot of basketball still to be played. 55-51, Denard posting up. Gives it up. Nishan Johnson tips it back in.
Good hustle by Nishan there.
57-51. Coast to coast going up with the shot was Smith, I believe.
Yep.
And players hit the deck and the foul.
So they got Coleman on the personal. And Taisheem Smith will go to the line. Looks like Will Johnson and Gabe Springer are going to come in.
Taisheem Smith, 6-foot freshman guard. Averages 11 points through, let's check this, through 7 games and hits the free throw. 57-52.
It's been interesting they've had Smith and Gizzy on the floor the last couple minutes. Or maybe Smith came in but they've been subbing for each other, so they got 2 good guards out there.
And this second free throw rattles in and out, it won't drop. Springer collects the carom. 57-52, approaching the midway point of this game as Will Johnson will give it up. There's a ball tipped, and keeping it alive is Will Johnson. Good job right there as he is defended by Watkins. Johnson floats the pass to Nishan. Won't drop. Denard battling underneath, but Ulster has the rebound out. Seymour collects it. Gizzy off a screen. Gizzy dishes off. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Give and go. Right to the basket with the left hand is Jaden Watkins for 2.
And if you're Gabe, you gotta hedge on that screen more, because that gave Watkins a free ride right to the basket, and he's at least 2 steps quicker than Gabe was there. You gotta hedge out.
Yep, 3-point ball game right here with Lackawanna leading it. Will Johnson. Now Gabe Springer. Denard down the lane in traffic. Off the glass. Denard battling with Springer underneath. And the foul. Springer will go to the line.
Good hustle by Gabe. Go to the line. Go to the rim there. Dive to the basket. Watkins picks up foul number 3. Ulster in okay position right now. Watkins with 3, Monroe with 3, everyone else with 2 or 1. So nobody really in big foul trouble just yet.
And Springer short on the 3-point attempt. He is 3 of 10 from the stripe this year.
5 of 11 with Lackawanna College from the line.
And the second shot by Springer is perfect. As they answer, it's 58-54. Under 10 to play. As Gizzy will put on the brakes now. Fires the pass inside underneath. Battling for it. Springer and company along with Smith.
So it looked like Smith got fouled. And they're going to call it on Gabe for hitting him in the head.
You can watch it here once again on the replay, Tom. And here it is as...
Now, Lackawanna College, Steve, in a 2-3 zone. So different for them. They've been man-to-man through most of this game.
Now the inbound pass tipped away. Good job by Springer to keep it going, and they lose it right here at midcourt.
Will Johnson, I don't think, was expecting it right in front of us and lost it off his fingertips there. But again, a 2-3 zone here from the Falcons, so this could get interesting if Ulster can hit a couple more shots. They haven't been super consistent, but they can shoot them out of that zone. Things could get interesting in a hurry here.
Yeah, whistle away from the action, and the officials will get together.
Maybe just the timing.
With 9:23 remaining in the second half, it's 58-54 as Dylan Gizzy will put the ball in play. Gizzy looking, gets it back. Gizzy puts up a runner and scores from along the baseline.
You know, he looked like he was struggling early in the first half, especially against Will Johnson's defense, but Gizzy's been the best player on the floor for Ulster. He's been energetic. He's been talking to everybody. He just picked up a technical because of it, but he's been the best player on the floor.
Yeah, he's done a good job. And with 9:08 remaining, technical foul on Dylan Gizzy, and that will place Will Johnson on the free throw line for Lackawanna.
He's been talking a lot. I don't know what he said, but the official thought he said something on the line and called him for the technical foul.
Well, you could tell by how he's been going back and forth with the players from Lackawanna, eye contact.
Yep.
It's all been going on throughout this game.
Yep, and it's worked to Ulster's advantage.
As Johnson converts on the free throw.
Yeah, Johnson's 4 for 4 from the line.
Lead is 3. And Johnson is perfect from the stripe.
But you know, at the first couple minutes, he looked like he was gonna struggle in this game. And as it's gone on, he's gotten better and better. Has certainly gotten more effective on offense and has done a great job holding up defensively.
Abdel Wahab with the spin move. Springer couldn't handle it, and Lackawanna. Will Lackawanna keep it?
Yeah, they're gonna say that's off of Gibbs, and Gibbs is not a fan of that call. That might be a break for Lackawanna College, to be honest.
That is a break. As Abdel Wahab will inbound. And there is a pass knocked away, but they'll keep it going. Springer dunks it. 62-56.
Need to pull away now if you're Lackawanna College. This is where you have to start to flex a little.
Inside they go. Blunt posting up over Springer. Springer won that battle. Ball's loose. Springer battles for it along with Blunt, and we have a jump ball.
Yeah, possession arrow, so it stays with Ulster. That's good hustle by Gabe, though. Get after it.
Good job by Springer and Lackawanna with 8:37 remaining in the second half. Blunt checks out of the lineup for Ulster. And they will inbound the basketball as Gizzy will look to trigger the ball in play. Gizzy looking on a break to the basket. It's rejected by Springer as Seymour took the shot. And now Johnson, Will Johnson for Lackawanna, will run the offense as he directs traffic. Will Johnson going to the basket. Reverse layup, won't fall. Ball's loose. Pope puts it up from in the lane and scores. Pope gets back in the ball game, and immediately he pays dividends.
Yep, and he had a tough first half, so let's see if he can turn things around here in the second half. Give Lackawanna a little bit of a lift.
Now the Ulster Senators going to work. Smith bounce passing. Monroe kicks it outside. This is Gibbs with an open look. can't convert. Underneath, ball rejected off the shot by Monroe. Springer with a great job defensively. Maj going to the glass, lays it in for 2. 66-56 as the lead is 10. Monroe going to the glass with the layup. 66-58 as the Senators answer.
Yep, quickly down the floor before the Lackawanna defense can get set. 8-2 run for Lackawanna College last few minutes after it was 58-56. So Gizzy just picked up his 3rd.
So Dylan Gizzy with the personal foul. That is the 17th foul, and that will place Abdelwahab on the strike.
Yep, and that puts Lackawanna College in the bonus. This is where you need to be making your free throws.
And this one rattles out. Ball is rebounded by Seymour. In transition, here comes Ulster as we near 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. Gizzy defended by Will Johnson. Will work it out to Gibbs. Gizzy and company. Gizzy takes control. Gizzy sees an opening in traffic, puts it up, and it's off the mark. Rebound Davis. Big chance right here for Lackawanna. Davis coast to coast, a shot rejected. Maj with it, back to Davis for 2. Lead is 10. So right here for Ulster, they're hanging around down by 10, but they can't get too far behind against this Lackawanna team as Monroe will go up with the jump shot and misfires, and Ulster will keep it going. Great job by Smith, and here's a shot that rims out, and I think the ball went off the fingertips of Pope.
It's just effort. It's effort and effort from Ulster. They're just doing a fantastic job getting after the ball, giving themselves second and third looks at it right now. They're trying real hard to pull back within a possession or 2 here.
They look inside for Seymour and throw it away. There's a ball tipped, and it will be Seymour getting it back. He can't finish. Springer with the rebound. Now Maj across midcourt. Maj giving it up and going up. Davis fouled on the play.
Yep. Monroe saw what we saw coming. He saw JD going up to dunk it, and he fouls him. It's a smart, strong foul. Puts Jalen on the line.
Lackawanna up by 10 as we near 6 minutes remaining.
That is the 4th foul on Monroe.
So that is a cause for concern as Davis is on the stripe and converts on the free throw.
And that's why Coach McKinney's going to Blunt and bringing him back into the game.
And left hand there for Monroe. I wonder if he's okay.
Yeah, maybe got cut or something there.
Might have to get checked out on that far sideline. And there's a break in the action. 6:02 left, 69-58. The Falcons on the LC Fan Network.
Some people say you can't change the world. At Lackawanna College, we believe you can. With in-demand programs like Medical Assistant, we help prepare you for a career in a field where you can make a difference. In your life and in the lives of others. At Lackawanna College, we're not here to change the world. We're here to change you. So maybe you can change the world. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College. Get started today at lackawanna.edu. Changing the world starts with you. And at Lackawanna College, we can help you put yourself on the path forward by helping you develop the knowledge and skills to help build a strong foundation, to make a difference in people's lives every day in rewarding fields like occupational therapy assistant. Because when it comes to changing the world, we believe it starts with you. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College. Visit lackawannacollege.edu today.
Back at Lackawanna College with 6:02 left in the second half. Falcons up by 11, 69-58. Ulster has hung around in this ball game. They've played a great ball game thus far. This is an opportunity, though, for Lackawanna to pull away and try to pick up their 4th win of the season, as Jalen Davis will be on the free throw line.
Yeah, a lot of effort being exerted here by the Senators in this game. Had got it within 2, and it was Lackawanna College that's able to pull away.
As Davis converts to make it 70-58.
Now a 12-2 run.
Smith needs help. Will dish it off. Gizzy works it out. Way outside the three-point line as Gizzy will give it up. Gibbs will take control. Gibbs open look. Can't convert. Ball's loose. And Johnson will have it. Boy, that was up for grabs. It seemed like nobody went after it as time almost stood still as Maj misfires on the three-point attempt. And Ulster collects the carom. Johnson going for the save may have knocked it out of bounds, and that will force the Senators to inbound.
Coach McKinney caught Johnson there before he went flying into the benches.
Yeah, good job. Here's a spin move by Blunt for two. 70-60 as the Senators answer. And a foul.
Smith going to be called for a push. 94 feet from the basket. It's going to be Maj on the line for a one-on-one opportunity. He's 0 for 1 this afternoon from the charity stripe.
Maj from the stripe this season, 10 of 16.
Yeah, he's usually pretty accurate.
Chance for Lackawanna with free throws right here with 5:15 remaining.
Falcons electing not to put anybody down there.
71-60.
Really concerned, I think, about the Senators taking out of the basket and going.
As Abdelwahab hits two. Now the Senators with 5:11. They need to get something going here as they hung tough for most of the ball game. Will fatigue be a factor? That's a big key now as Gizzy will run the offense, puts on the brakes, kicks it back outside. 10 on the shot clock. Smith driving, stripped away. Good job defensively there by Springer. And there is a steal and the basket by Gizzy. Out of nowhere, Ulster comes up with a bucket.
Lying in wait, waiting for someone to try to turn up the court with it, takes it away.
Lead is 10 for Lackawanna. And Tom, right here, we always talk about it. You're up by 10. You could run a little clock right here. Going to the basket and scoring is Davis.
That's big.
That is big.
That's going to get Blunt his third. Davis gets the bucket, goes to the line. That's a big, big play there. But you're right. At this point, you can be a little selective, and it's going to be important for Lackawanna College to do that because Ulster's going to try to pick the pace up again. They're going to try to knock some shots down, and Lackawanna College is going to feel like they need to answer right away, and you have to be selective.
Tom Davis has done a great job in this ball game attacking the basket.
Yep, yeah, he has done all his damage in the paint, more or less.
Now here is Smith in some traffic. Gizzy driving and a whistle before the shot.
On the floor. Going to call Maj on the push. That's his first. Now that's only the 5th team foul for Lackawanna College, so still a couple to go before Ulster goes to the line.
Taisheem Smith to inbound. Gizzy, who's had a great game for Ulster, running the offense. Inside they go to Seymour. They'll kick it back outside. Gizzy down the lane, puts up the runner with the right hand. No good. Pope collects the rebound. Pass to Johnson. And with 3:48 remaining, we'll see what Lackawanna will do right here as Davis will just hang on to it. I think they're going to be a little bit more patient right here, leading 74-62. 9 to shoot. Oh, they lost the basketball. Seymour in transition, lays it up with a left hand and rolls off the iron. And Davis has it for Lackawanna, and Gizzy is down and he's hurt. Going to the basket is Davis, and Dylan Gizzy is hurt.
I don't know how that wasn't a foul on Will Johnson undercutting Seymour as he tried to go up for it there. And then I don't know what happened to Gizzy. I just trying to look at it on our delay here. Not sure if he and JD got tangled up, and not sure if JD stepped on him or what happened there, but the officials are kind of talking it over now.
And with 3:19, play is halted with the Falcons leading this one.
Trainer is out looking at Dylan Gizzi right now underneath the basket. He had been, the last couple of possessions, Steve, he had been holding his back as if he was trying to massage it, trying to keep it all right. And then I don't know if he wrenched it when he went up for the rebound there with JD and got locked up with him. Now they call a foul on Blunt on the other end. Now that should put, I think, Davis on the line, shooting 2, but obviously attention now goes to Gizzi. But I was surprised after the turnover, transition bucket for Seymour as he goes up for it. Will Johnson tried to undercut a little there and may have clipped his knee just enough to have the shot kind of hit the backboard and fall out. And Seymour asked the official, like, what do I have to do there? Because it looked like he got clipped as he went up there. Now this is tough for Ulster. You know, obviously you're happy Gizzi's up. He's getting looked at and everything. He's walking, maybe a little tender if nothing else. But this is tough for Ulster because you lose what I think possibly your best player.
Absolutely.
And have him on the bench now for the last 3 minutes here unless he can come back in. We'll see.
He's been the player that has sparked this Senator offense throughout this ball game. And that's the reason they are still in it, trailing 74-62 as Davis misses the free throw.
Yeah, but it's 2 shots. It's a 10th foul. That was the 5th foul on Blunt, by the way, so he goes to the bench too. And don't forget, as Davis hits the second, they're still missing their center, who's not on the floor right now in Monroe. He had a cut on his wrist or cut on his arm. Not sure if he's going to be ready to go yet or not.
Well, at this point, they're like a mash unit with the players they lost coming into this ball game and the players they lost during the game as Seymour gives it up. And from the corner, this outside shot by Smith is too short, battling for it. Lackawanna loses it. Well, let's check it. They will keep the possession. No, it's going to be Senators. Ulster will have it with 2:53 left. Jaden Watkins will look to inbound the basketball. So we'll see who will step up for Ulster in this situation with Dylan Gizzi on the bench.
Yeah, Gizzi on the bench. Blunt out for foul trouble or out with 5 fouls. Monroe, I don't know if he's ready to go yet or not. He's got that left arm taped and covered. And they have another player on the bench who has his warm-up on. We haven't seen him yet.
Anthony Umhay.
Yeah, haven't seen him play yet. Gizzi's getting ice to the back. I don't think we're going to see him for the rest of the game. So they might have one sub if they absolutely need it. Otherwise, I don't think there's going to be any subs for the rest of the game for Ulster.
Here's Gibbs with the spin move. Gibbs in the paint, puts it up and didn't get the shot to drop. Rebound went to Davis. And with 2:42 left, Lackawanna leads at 75-62. Maj will just back away now from the pressure.
And Ulster has to get pressure on the perimeter now. They can't sag into the lane. They have to pressure the basketball a little more.
Maj now will flip it to Davis. 6 to shoot. Coleman in the paint, got tangled up.
Ooh.
And the basket is good and the foul. Darryl Coleman. Let's check this. As Coleman will go to the line. And the bucket is good, 77-62.
So Watkins picks up his 4th. Coleman, I think, got lucky there, but able to turn in points there and gets a chance to add some at the free throw line.
And Darryl Coleman converts to make it 78-62 as we near 2 minutes left. Right now, Ulster needs points, and this outside shot for 3 by Seymour is off the mark. Right now for Lackawanna, up 78-62. No need to attack the basket. They could back away, work some clock, but Maj will pull up with 17 on the clock and puts a dagger into Ulster.
That should probably do things here as JD tips it on the sideline. That should probably end it. I don't think there's really much chance here for Ulster, especially without Gizzi, without Monroe, without Blunt to come back here. But really a game effort from the Senators. But
absolutely,
that should about wrap things up. We'll see here.
Seymour for 3.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Well,
they're going to play to the final whistle. I'll tell you that much. If just seeing how Coach McKinney is on the sideline as he calls a timeout, he's not giving up yet. It may be 16 points, but he's not done.
As long as he has weapons on the court, he's going to use them, right?
Anybody out there can be a weapon for him, that's for sure. So, again, I think you got to give a ton of credit to Ulster coming into this because they're missing a couple guys. Their second leading scorer out sick, couple guys off the team, and really don't have a ton of guys to go to. And then late in this game, someone fouls out, someone's out injured, another person's out injured, can't even get up to be a part of the team scrum right now, and they are just piecing together what they can. And this is an effort from a team that is much better than 0-8, absolutely, and they've shown it here on the floor this afternoon.
Well, when you take a look at the numbers, they've given up 99 points a game, and of course right now it's 81-65, but you were right there in the final 5 or 6 minutes of the ball game.
Yep.
You could build off of this.
Absolutely,
going
definitely.
into the future.
Halfway through the game, halfway through the second half, it's 58-56, and you've got it within 2, and you've got some momentum on your side and whatnot. And they had a shot to tie. It didn't go down. Lackawanna College was able to score on the other end. I think honestly, when the technical foul happened, that's when the game stretched back out for Lackawanna College. They knocked 2 free throws down to give them a 4-point lead, and from there, it's been all Lackawanna College since then. Ulster just has not been able to consistently hit their shots.
Now here's Lackawanna with Will Johnson. A little bit out of control and a foul.
If that's on Watkins, that's number 5.
Well, that is number 5 on number 5.
And that's going to activate that bench player we talked about. Umhay going to check in.
Anthony Umhay, wearing number 20, is in the ball game. 6-foot freshman guard. Scored 4 points through 6 games for the Senators. And Will Johnson will be on the stripe with Lackawanna up 81-65 and 1:36 to play. So for Lackawanna here this afternoon, they were in a dogfight, no doubt about it, from the opening tip. But the last 5 to 6 minutes, they've pulled away, controlled the game. And for Ulster, a gritty performance here this afternoon.
Second straight game, 20 points for Will Johnson this afternoon as he's got 20 right on the button.
Springer picked off the pass, and with 1:20 left, Will Johnson and Davis will take control. So nothing like Saturday afternoon basketball here in Scranton, and for Lackawanna as they near the 1 minute mark, there's a reach in to stop the clock with 1:04.
Yeah, they're gonna get Jama Seymour on the personal. And well into the bonus here as Jalen Davis goes to the line.
We talked about how Ulster could build off of this. So could Lackawanna.
Yep.
It could be a good teaching tool, not to take any opponent lightly, no matter what they have.
Yeah,
because you saw just how good team players like Guzzi and everyone played here this afternoon.
Yeah,
right?
you certainly are going to be happy with the win and evening your record at 500. But I think if you're Coach Gabriel, you know that this probably, if you're the team you think you are, this game probably should have been well in hand. It should not have taken till late in the second half to pull away. That Lackawanna College still has some work to do if they're going to compete with the best of Region 19.
50 seconds to play. Will Johnson with Lackawanna leading 84-65. Davis with the basketball, 11 to shoot. Abdelwahab outside. 6 on the clock now. It's down to 4. 15-footer. Got it. Nice move.
Nice shot by Maj.
86-65. Final 25 seconds of today's game. As Smith will back it out. Smith along the baseline. They work it outside. Driving to the basket and losing it was Jabate. And the final 10 seconds will tick away as Lackawanna will be victorious here this afternoon, winning over the Ulster Senators 86-65. Congratulations to Landon Gabriel and the Falcons as Lackawanna improves its overall record to 4 wins and 4 losses. For Ulster, they fall to no wins and 9 losses, but what a performance here this afternoon. They played well. players injured, out of the game. They had a limited lineup to begin with, and they just showed an outstanding effort here. A lot of character here today against the Lackawanna Falcons.
Yep, it was a solid effort all around from Ulster. I thought they really showed out and showed themselves very, very well, represented themselves very, very well. I thought Lackawanna College struggled, but I thought they played hard, and obviously to come away with a win, it's important for them. So that's a good win for Lackawanna to have despite the struggles. You still got the win, still move back to 500 here, get your win in your last home game before the end of the semester, and then you see where that takes you. If you can get another road win next Saturday and you're 5-4 as you move into the new year, that's something you can build on for sure.
Well, we'll go to a quick break and we'll come back with the final stats after this timeout on the LC Fan Network.
Oil and gas jobs are back. Are you looking for a life-changing experience? Lackawanna College's School of Petroleum and Natural Gas can put you on a path to a lucrative career in the production and delivery of America's energy in just 2 years. Choose from 2 degree programs or 2 certificate programs with internships that give students real-world and practical experience in the field. Lackawanna College will give you the education you need to build a career in this exciting industry. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College. Apply today at lackawanna.edu. We never set out to change the world, but at Lackawanna, we see our graduates doing it every day. In healthcare fields like surgical technology, our graduates are making an impact, not only in their own lives, but in the lives of countless patients and their families. Changing the world. It's really a simple matter of making life better for others, and there's no better place to start than Lackawanna College. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College. Visit lackawanna.edu today. At Lackawanna College, we never said we could change the world, but we believe our graduates can. That's why we offer programs in healthcare fields like ultrasound technology. Our graduates play a vital role in modern healthcare, using diagnostic technology to help improve the lives of their patients, making a difference in people's lives. That's what changing the world is all about, and it all starts at Lackawanna College. Visit lackawanna.edu today. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College.
Welcome back to Lackawanna College with Tom Ferguson, Steve Young. Lackawanna wins it here this afternoon, 86-65. Tom, when you take a look at the numbers, both squads had 3 players in double figures.
Yep, and it was a game-high 23 points for Jalen Davis. He finishes with 8 rebounds to go with that as well. Had 4 blocks. In fact, Lackawanna College as a team had 13 rejections, 6 blocks for Gabe Springer in this contest to lead everybody as well. So definitely defended well on the inside, but you see that turnover number, 20 turnovers, certainly was a problem for Lackawanna College. They shot pretty well through the game, Steve, at 45%. The three-point shooting still not consistent enough for them there. And they continue to defend well in terms of shooting percentages, only giving up around 33%. I know that jumped a little bit early for Ulster as they were knocking some shots down early in the second half, but it kind of trailed off there. So 23 points from Jalen Davis, 20 points from Will Johnson, second time in 2 games that he's gone over 20 points, and Maj Abdelwahad coming off the bench with 14 as well to round out the major scoring for Lackawanna College.
So we have more basketball coming up for you. It will be on Thursday, December 15th, 5 p.m., when the Lackawanna women will take on Raritan Valley. Looking forward to that one, Tom.
Yep. Looking forward to finally getting that game in. I know Raritan had some issues that they couldn't obviously compete this past Tuesday, but we'll have that game for you here on the LC Fan Network on YouTube and our Facebook page. Looking forward to getting that game in, the last home game of the semester for the women's team before the break. And, of course, they've got a game on Saturday away, and so does the men's team. But the last home event here at Lackawanna College before the end of the semester. So hopefully whoever's on campus, whoever's around can come in, pack into the student union and see some good basketball for Coach Whittington and company.
And that is going to wrap it up here this afternoon. The Falcons win it 86-65 to even their record at 4 wins and 4 losses. For Tom Ferguson, I'm Steve Young. Till next time, so long from the home of the Falcons, Lackawanna College.
You won't find changing the world listed in the Lackawanna College curriculum. What you will find is one of the region's most comprehensive nursing programs, specialized and tailored to fit those wanting to get started on the career path as a registered nurse or current registered nurses. Our programs are designed and taught by experienced nursing professionals, so no matter where you are in your journey, you can pursue your associate or RN to BSN degree in nursing right here at Lackawanna College. Then, one patient at a time, maybe you can change the world. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College.